Since Saria had re-entered training as a service dog and I was getting bored just hanging around the apartment, I decided to get us out of the house and go for a walk. Given that one of my neighbors had let me in that there was a farmer's market going on downtown, I decided to try going there. Unfortunately for me, what ended up happening was Google Maps just could not figure out where I was in relations to everything else. And as such, it had us going in circles. So I had spent like an hour and a half wandering around the residential area, trying to find my way to one of the major streets so that I could figure my way either back home or to downtown, hoping that if I do end up downtown, that there's somewhere I can grab water easily and refill the dwindling amounts of water bottles that I had. As you can see, Saria was doing reasonably well with this longer than expected walk. We had ended up making our way downtown where, luckily for me, I had quickly found a water fountain and could refill our water bottles. As I had got to the point where I was halfway through our final one and was kind of worrying about how I'd get back without extra water. I apologize. I forgot to film while we were at the farmer's market, but she did about as expected. There was a little bit of sniffing, but was quickly corrected. And she did try to jump a couple times, but again, I quickly corrected her and she sat beside me calmly. We did encounter a couple of kids who yelled "Ducky" at her, but beyond a couple tail wags, she was like, "Oh, fine, I'll sit over here." So, but that was not the most exciting part of our trip. As I was departing downtown, I decided to give Saria some water and take a break for myself since I had been up and walking for a while. But what ended up happening while I was sitting there and giving Saria a chance to drink was an ambulance pulled into the parking lot next to where I was sitting, and the paramedics had pushed their stretcher out past us. In response to this, I had pulled Saria into a tuck underneath the bench and decided to start filming to see what Saria would do, opting to obviously not include the other people. And Saria did pretty good, all things considered. I am happy with how she responded. Yes, when they lifted the stretcher up and it did a like whirring sound, she did sit up and would not lay down again, but even then, she sat beside me and just watched quietly and out of the way. So, given that she changed position and technically disobeyed me, I am not upset about this. I do think this is a good starting point and that I can work with this.